Okay, I think yesterday we were seeing about this concept called as graphs of this logarithm. Yesterday we were seeing about this graphs of this logarithm, something like this. So I told you y is equal to, this is something like, this is the graph for your y is equal to log x to the base a, or let's say this is, I am terming it as f of x, when the base is greater than 1. There are two conditions which we can understand here. There are, that is y is equal to this part when the base is greater than 1. Just a second. Right, so y is equal to this part when the base is greater than 1, and the second part, what we can call it as, is something like this. It can also be written as something like this. This is the graph of y is equal to log x to the base a. This is the graph of y is equal to log x to the base a when this base lies between 0 and 1. This is the graph of y is equal to log x to the base a when the base lies between 0 and 1, and this is the graph of y is equal to log x to the base a when base is greater than 1. The base is greater than 1. Just hold on a second. I think the video is not that clear. Just hold on a second. 1 second. Just hold on. Just hold on. And the second is something like y is equal to log x to the base a when 0 is less than a is less than 1. So there are two things, something like this. There are two things. One is this part and other is this part. These are the two graphs for the logarithm which I told you. And this I told you, this is a strictly increasing function. This is a strictly increasing function. And this is a strictly decreasing function. I told you this is a strictly decreasing function. This is a strictly decreasing function. The reason I am terming this as a strictly increasing function and this is a strictly decreasing function is that I told you నేను చాలా సార్లు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను, ఇది అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు x1 is less than x2 అయినప్పుడు you are getting f of x1 is less than f of x2. I think this is the third time I'm explaining the same thing again. Still some students have a confusion. That's the reason I'm explaining it again. Okay, so this part, if I write something like x1 is greater than x2, x1 is less than x2, then I'll get f of x1 is greater than f of x2. అంటే ఇది డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్ ఉంది, ఇది ఇన్వర్స్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్ ఉంది. This is some sort of a directly proportional sort of thing, and this is some sort of an inversely proportional sort of thing. This is some sort of an inversely proportional sort of thing. So point is that this is a strictly decreasing function, this is a strictly increasing function. That is what I told you. If there is some x1, there is some x2, what I'm getting is that if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 will be less than f of x2. That is what I'm getting here. Similarly, with respect to this function, if there is some x1 and there is some x2, if x1 is less than x2, then you are getting f of x1 is greater than f of x2. You are getting f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Hence that function, whatever you are calling here, and that you are terming it as a strictly decreasing function. And I told you two more graphs here. One is increasing function, one is decreasing function. If you cannot understand that part, you leave it off. But for us, this is important. For us, this part is important, right? So this is a strictly increasing and strictly decreasing function, right? I want to elaborate on this topic. Let's say I want to elaborate on this topic before going further into this class. Let me elaborate this. So this is the graph for y is equal to log a to the base x, and this is the graph for to the y is equal to log x to the base a when 0 is less than 1, when 0 is less than base is less than 1, and this is when the base is greater than 1. If the base greater than 1 అయినప్పుడు ఇలా వచ్చింది, base is lying between 0 and 1, the graph will be something like this. Now let's see some similarities. కొన్ని similarities చూద్దాం. Let's extend our concept. See, I will say some problem like this. Let's say, what is this? This is the graph of y is equal to a power x. This is the graph of y is equal to a power x when the base is greater than 1. Sorry, this is the graph of y is equal to a power x when a is greater than 1. And similarly, this is the graph of y is equal to a power x when this is the graph of y is equal to a power x when 0 is less than a is less than 1. This is the graph of y is equal to a power x when 0 is less than a is less than 1. This is the graph of y is equal to a power x when a is greater than 1. A greater than 1 అయినప్పుడు ఇది graph. 0 is less than a less than 1 అయినప్పుడు this is the graph. When 0 is less than a is less than 1, this is the graph. Now let's try to understand this similarity. Let's try to understand one simple similarity here. That point is something like this. That point is something like this. Let's say, what I'll do is that I will draw a line y is equal to x. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తా అంటే ఒక లైన్ y is equal to x రాస్తున్నా. This is the line, let's say y is equal to x. Let's say this is some line y is equal to x. I am drawing this line y is equal to x. ఈ line y is equal to x గీస్తున్నాను. Now what I'll do is that in this part, what I'll do is that I'll try to draw the same graph. Y is equal to log x base a graph already choosam. We have seen this graph of y is equal to log x to the base a. We have seen this graph of y is equal to log x to the base a, right? When we have seen this graph of y is equal to log x to the base a, when we have seen this graph of y is equal to log x to the base a, now what I'll do is that in this graph, I will try to construct, in this graph, I will try to construct the same y is equal to log x to the base a. ఇలా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, right? Or else I'll draw more clearly. Let me draw more clearly. Observe, this is an important concept. Please try to observe clearly. I will take y is equal to a power x. I will take y is equal to x. This is, let's say y is equal to x. This is y is equal to a power x. I'm taking for base is greater than 1. I'm just taking for base is greater than 1. Okay. Next, if I take for base is greater than 1, next is something like this. I will draw y is equal to log x. This is y is equal to log x to the base a. That is y is equal to log x to the base a. Other is y is equal to a power x, and one line is y is equal to x. Oka line emo y is equal to x ochindi, inkoka line emo y is equal to a power x. Other line is something like y is equal to log x to the base a. Other line is y is equal to log x to the base a. So my simple idea is something like this. My simple idea is that if this is taken as the mirror, if y is equal to x is taken as a mirror, if y is equal to x no oka mirror anukuntanu. If this y is equal to x is taken as a mirror, if y is equal to x is taken as a mirror, then what is happening is that this graph y is equal to log x to the base a, and this graph y is equal to a power x. If y is equal to x ni mirror anukunte, y is equal to a power x and y is equal to log x to the base a. These two graphs are absolutely symmetrical. So I can write a statement. I'll erase this part. I'll write a statement here. I'll write it as y is equal to a power x and y is equal to log x to the base a are symmetrical about y is equal to x. I can write this statement. Y is equal to a power x and y is equal to log x to the base a are symmetrical about y is equal to x. If rendu graphs log x to the y is equal to x is symmetrical ga undi. Take this as a mirror. These two are mirror images, right? Let's try to derive the same thing algebraically. Ippudu chuddam. Let's say if I take f of, listen carefully, listen very very carefully. Let's say f of x is equal to a power x. I'll try to link one beautiful problem to this. Listen carefully. So if I take something like f of x is equal to a power x, f of x ni a power x అని తీసుకున్నాం. Now let's say this f of x, I'll treat something like this. If f of x is equal to a power x, so what I'll do, I'll write it as f of x, let's say that is equal to some y. F of x ni some y అనుకుందాం. F of x ni some y అనుకుందాం. Let's say f of x is equal to some y. So what you'll be getting is that you will be getting f inverse y. F of x is y. So x will be this f inverse of y. Inverse function antaru దీన్ని. This is called as inverse function. This is a function and this is called as inverse function. So this x will be something like f inverse of y. X ni f inverse of y అంటున్నాం. Right? Now if f of x is taken as y, ఇప్పుడు తీసుకుందాం. So y whatever you are getting based on this calculation whatever I'm giving you, y I'm taking it as a power x. Y ni a power x అని తీసుకుంటున్నాం. I'm taking y is equal to a power x. If I'm taking y is equal to a power x, if I'm taking y is equal to a power x, now this is an exponential form of the logarithm. Yesterday we were seeing about the logarithm. This is an exponential form of that logarithm. This logarithm is an exponential form. This is some exponential form of that logarithm. Right? Now what we'll do is that let's try to convert to the logarithmic form. So what you will be getting is that you will be getting x is equal to log y to the base a. ఇక్కడ నుండి as y is equal to a power x, what I'm getting is that I'm getting x is equal to log y to the base a. బట్ ఒరిజినల్ గా మనం తీసుకున్న ఈక్వేషన్ ఏంటి? f of x y తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి f inverse of y ని x అంటున్నాం. As f of x is taken as y, we are treating it as f inverse of y is equal to x. We are treating f inverse of y is equal to x. So if I take that into consideration, so what you'll be getting is that x ante entidi? X is something like f inverse of y. X is nothing but something like f inverse of y, which is log y to the base a. F inverse of y is log y to the base a. If y enti ipudu, what is y here? F is something like log y to the base a. What is y? Y is nothing but this y, whatever I'm getting here, this y is nothing but it's a variable. This y is a variable. Ee y anedi oka variable. This y is a variable, right? So whenever I take something like this, that is f inverse of y is log y to the base a. F inverse of y is log y to the base a. So if I write something like f inverse of x, అంటే y ప్లేస్ లో ఇంకో వేరియబుల్ రాస్తున్నాను. y ప్లేస్ లో ఏదో ఒక వేరియబుల్, x రాయొచ్చు, t రాయొచ్చు, ఏదైనా రాయండి మీరు. In place of y, I'm writing a variable. So f inverse of x, this is something like log x to the base a. అంటే f of x ని a power x అని తీసుకుంటే, if I'm taking something like if f of x is equal to a power x, if f of x is equal to a power x, then what you are getting is that you are getting f inverse of x is log x to the base a. You are getting f inverse of x is log x to the base a. ఇది a power x అని తీసుకుంటే ఇన్వర్స్ ఫంక్షన్ ఏమొస్తుందంటే log x to the base a అంటున్నాం. So as we can observe, there is a property which we have already discussed here, that is y is equal to a power x and y is equal to log x to the base a are symmetrical about y is equal to x. ఎందుకు symmetrical వస్తున్నాయి? Why am I getting these are symmetrical about y is equal to x? Why am I getting these are symmetrical about y is equal to x? The reason is that whenever we are saying something like these are symmetrical about y is equal to x, so this graph, I can write this one, I can write a graph something like y is equal to log x to the base a and y is equal to a power x are inverse functions with respect to each other, are inverse function with respect to each other. అంటే y is equal to a power x తీసుకుంటే log x to the base a అనేది ఇన్వర్స్ ఫంక్షన్ అవుతుంది, అండ్ y is equal to log x to the base a తీసుకుంటే y is equal to a power x అనేది ఇన్వర్స్ ఫంక్షన్ అవుతుంది. These two are absolutely inverse functions with respect to each other. ఇవి రెండు ఇన్వర్స్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అంటే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ 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 ఇంపార్టెంట్ స్టేట్మెంట్, ఎందుకంటే చాలా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇప్పుడు మీకు క్వాడ్రాటిక్ నేర్చుకున్నారు కదా, ఆ క్వాడ్రాటిక్ మీద ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ఇస్తా. జస్ట్ టు మేక్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లం క్లియర్, make this concept clear, I'll be giving you a problem. Think about that. The thing whatever I gave you is y is equal to a power x and y is equal to log a to the base x are symmetrical about y is equal to x. Okay, continuous function. If some continuous function is symmetrical about the line y is equal to x, if some continuous function, my statement, remember, listen to my statement. If any continuous function is symmetrical about y is equal to x, if two continuous functions are symmetrical about y is equal to x, they are inverse function with respect to each other. రెండు కంటిన్యూస్ ఫంక్షన్స్ y is equal to x అనే లైన్ కి సిమెట్రికల్ గా ఉంటే, if two continuous functions are symmetrical about y is equal to x, so these will be inverse functions with respect to each other. These problem or this concept, this has to be inverse function. అంటే ఈ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫంక్షన్, ఈ log x to the base a, ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫంక్షన్ అండ్ లాగరిథమిక్ ఫంక్షన్, these two are inverses with respect to each other. ఇవి రెండు ఇన్వర్స్ ఫంక్షన్లు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ దిస్ గ్రాఫ్ ఆఫ్ y is equal to log x to the base a and y is equal to a power x are symmetrical about y is equal to x. Please note this point. This is very 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 important. ఆ పాయింట్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. మోర్ అబౌట్ దిస్ విల్ స్టడీ ఇన్ ఫంక్షన్స్. కానీ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ లాగరిథమ్స్ లో నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి ఐఎమ్ ఇంటర్లింకింగ్ ఎవ్రీ చాప్టర్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ పార్ట్ నేను వదిలేయచ్చు ఫంక్షన్స్ లో చెప్దామని, బట్ యాజ్ వీఆర్ లెర్నింగ్ లాగరిథమ్స్, you have to learn it here itself so that there will be a good interlinking. ఈ చాప్టర్ ని ఆ చాప్టర్ ని లింక్ చేయడం అర్థం అవుతుంది మీకు. Okay, please write down that. Someone is problem with the camera. Just wait. Okay. Just hold on. Just hold on. I'm just scrolling the camera. Some of you are not able to see the upper part. Hope this will be clear. Okay. Right. So the idea is that this y is equal to a power x and y is equal to log x to the base a are symmetrical about symmetrical about y is equal to x. Whenever two functions are symmetrical about y is equal to x, then we'll be terming them as the inverse functions. I've written inverse functions and chapter. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now let's see a problem. One problem. Then we'll move back to this logarithms. ఎందుకంటే ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థం చేసుకుంటే then you can observe. I'll give you one problem. Please try to solve that. Okay. X square plus 2x plus a. Please try solving this. X square plus 2x plus a is under root of a square plus x minus 1 by 16 minus 1 by 16. X is greater than or equal to minus a. X is greater than or equal to minus a. Right? Has two distinct real roots. Has two distinct real roots, then a belongs to. My question is something like this. If this equation has two distinct real roots, if this equation has two distinct real roots, then a belongs to. If this equation has two distinct real roots, then a belongs to. Think. Time is 2 minutes. I want your responses here. Banu, you check your net connectivity once again, right? I think that's clear. X square plus 2x plus a is equal to under root of a square plus x minus 1 by 16 minus 1 by 16, and x is greater than or equal to a, has two distinct real roots, then a belongs to. This is a very excellent question. This is one of the excellent question. Logic is very behind. Same గా quadratic లో సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు, డిస్క్రిమినెంట్స్ అవి ఇవి వాడేసి quadratic లో సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు సేమ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ థింక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ ఇన్నోవేటివ్లీ, ది ప్రాబ్లమ్ కెన్ బి సాల్వ్ మచ్ మోర్ ఈజీలీ. ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని ఇన్నోవేటివ్ గా ఆలోచిస్తే ఇంకా బాగా సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు మీరు. థింక్. Try thinking about that. Think differently. The more you think differently, automatically the answers will be much simpler. Yeah, Vishnu, that's fine. But instead of doing that, is there some innovative method? Rutvik, okay. Check the answer once again, Rutvik. May not be, Rutvik. Check the answer. I want your answers. Krishnaja, Pragati, Safas, your answers. Parnika, Kusuma, Srinidhi, your answer. Acha, Pranita, your answer. Solomon, Sujit. Okay, Safas. Think about it again. Is there some different methodology to solve that problem? Think in such a manner. That is what makes you an IITian. Thinking differently. Problems same ga untai. We have to think so much differently regarding that problem. Listen. Indaka nenu oka concept cheppanu. I'll show you one of the most beautiful solutions to this problem. I'll present to you the most beautiful solution to this problem, innovative solution. ఈ సేమ్ ప్రాబ్లం మళ్ళీ దీనికి ఇలా ఇచ్చారు, దీనికి టూ డిస్టింక్ట్ రియల్ రూట్స్ అన్నారు. ప్రాబ్లం లో ఏమీ లేదు. దెర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లం. ద సింపుల్ ఐడియా ఇస్ దట్ దే గేవ్ యూ ప్రాబ్లం అండ్ దే ఆర్ జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ సంథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. డిస్టింక్ట్ రియల్ రూట్స్ అన్నారు And we have already learned, whenever they are saying distinct real roots, it's all about playing with the discriminant of that quadratic. Whenever they are saying distinct real roots, it's all about playing with the discriminant of that quadratic. A discriminant of the quadratic nundi cheyadam untundi akkada. But whenever such a thing is given, you think to yourself, you just put a question to yourself. Here's some new method. Listen now. Just now I told you, function and its inverse are symmetrical about y is equal to x. Just now we have seen this. A function and its inverse are symmetrical about y is equal to x. A function and its inverse are symmetrical about y is equal to x. And a function and its inverse function will be symmetrical about y is equal to x. Same idea. You see, observe this. I'll do a simple manipulation. Okay, chinna manipulation chesta chudandi. The manipulation what I'll do is something like this. I'll make x square plus 2x. ఈ 1/16 ఇట్ సైడ్ పంపిస్తాను, ఈ a ని ఇట్ సైడ్ పంపిస్తాను. I'll send 1/16 to one side and a I'll put on the other side. 1/16 ఒక side, a ఒక side రాస్తాను నేను. Observe, this is a new model of the problem. So this I'll write something like this. Plus 1/16, x square plus 2x plus 1/16. This I'll be getting it as under root of a square plus x minus 1/16 minus a. ఇలా వచ్చింది ప్రాబ్లం. Listen now. So first transfer this I'm putting here and this I'm putting here. That's the first step what I'm doing here. Now just now I was talking about ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ గుర్తు తెచ్చుకోండి. ఇంకో టీచర్ గా my responsibility is to teach you this statement. It's your responsibility, is the responsibility of the student to elaborate or to extend some definition like this. Neden cheppa meeku chudandi. Observe, I told you a function, if I take something like this, a function and its inverse function will be symmetrical about y is equal to x. And if y is equal to x ane line ni mirror తీసుకుంటే, if I'm taking this as the mirror, this one and this one are symmetrical. They are absolutely mirror images about this y is equal to x. Ipudu same thing what I'll do is that I will take some definition like this. Let's say this is your y is equal to x. This is your y is equal to x. Let's say this part is your f of x. If first part is f of x anukunnam. If first part, this graph whatever I'm giving you, let's say this graph is a rough graph of your f of x. Ido oka rough graph anukunnam f of x ki. How will be f inverse x? As we know that f of x and f inverse x, they will be symmetrical about y is equal to x. As we know that f of x and f inverse x will be symmetrical about y is equal to x. If y is equal to x ki symmetrical ga untundi. So what we do is that whenever there is an f of x given, I'll try to draw the f inverse x in this manner. Whenever f of x is given, I'll try to draw f inverse x in this manner. Endukante ivi rendu symmetrical ga undali. For y is equal to x, these two has to be absolutely symmetrical. Okay, now you observe this point. What can you observe regarding these things? I gave you a scenario. I want you to think. Okay, scenario ichchanu. As an IITian, as you are aspiring to be a future IITian, think. What can you observe from that? If you rendit nundi emi observe chestunaro, I want your responses there. What are you observing from the scenario? Ee scenario nundi em nerchukuntunaro oka observations rayandi. What are the observations? I gave you a picture, I gave you a scenario. I want your observations on that scenario. Please type in the chat box. I want your responses. Ila aitane meer subject nerchukuntaru. What are you observing from that? What do you observe? Okay, intersection. Intersection is fine, but what more about that intersection? I want your responses. Every one of you have to respond. ఒకటే తప్పైనా కరెక్ట్ అయినా రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వడం నేర్చుకోండి. తప్పైతే ఏముంది, you will be learning the new correct method. Correct, it's fine, it will be a confidence booster. తప్పు అయితే కరెక్ట్ మెథడ్ నేర్చుకుంటారు కాబట్టి that will be still be a confidence booster. రెండు విధాలుగా మీరే బెనిఫిట్ అవుతున్నారు కదా. Think in such a manner, think positively. right? Respond. Okay, okay, very good, very good. Mm. Very good, very good. Okay, okay, excellent. Yeah, I've got so many responses. Symmetrical, symmetrical. Okay, symmetrical is fine. Roots are same. Okay, okay. Very good, very good, very good. Others. I want every one of you to answer. Perfect. Okay. So many of you gave the closer picture to whatever I want, whatever the statement I am expecting from you. So many of you gave a clear picture about that. But చూద్దాం నేనేం చెప్తున్నా అంటే let me get my point here. This is f of x and this function, as these both are symmetrical about this one, this is the graph of your f inverse of x. అది చెప్పా కదా, కంటిన్యూస్ ఫంక్షన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు f of x f inverse x y is equal to x కి symmetrical గా ఉంటుంది. So this is f of x, let's say this is your f inverse of x. One is f inverse of x and other is something like f of x. Now, if these f inverse of x and f of x are intersecting, my point is this, my observation is this. F of x, f inverse x, if these are intersecting, let's say if these are not intersecting, something like this. Intersect avaleda, fine. Intersect, these are not intersecting, this is fine. But if these are intersecting, they are intersecting on this line y is equal to x. If these are intersecting, they are intersecting on this line y is equal to x. Have intersect అయ్యేప్పుడు y is equal to x మీద intersect అవుతున్నాయి. Is my point clear? Because this is that point which is present on y is equal to x, and this is that point which is present on y is equal to x. So I can say that f of x, I can even write a statement. F of x and f inverse x intersects on y is equal to x. ఒకవేళ f of x and f inverse x intersect అవుతే అవి y is equal to x మీద intersect అవుతాయి. Now let me see the solution for this part using that concept. That's a very good concept. Now if these are intersecting on y is equal to x, ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దామంటే సినారియోని మళ్ళీ సెపరేట్ చేస్తా. I'll try to separate the scenario. Observe. Let's say this is y is equal to x, this is f of x, this is f of x, and f inverse x will be something like this. These are the points of intersection of f of x and f inverse x. What I am saying is, now you see my statement, you can judge whether that statement is wrong or false. If the points of intersection, my statement is the points of intersection of f of x and y is equal to x, the points of intersection of f of x and y is equal to x is same as the points of intersection of f of x and f inverse x. అంటే f of x and y is equal to x, ఇవి రెండు కర్వ్స్ ఎక్కడైతే ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయో ఆ పాయింట్స్ f of x and f inverse x ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అయ్యే పాయింట్స్ రెండు సేమ్ అంటాను. Is my statement true? Yes, absolutely. చూడండి, I'm saying this is y is equal to x and this is f of x. ఇవి రెండు ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అయ్యే పాయింట్స్ ఇవి రెండు, అండ్ f of x and f inverse x ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అయ్యే పాయింట్స్ కూడా ఇవి రెండే, సేమ్ పాయింట్స్. I'll use the same thing. I mean, what is intersection? Intersection of two curves. How do you find the solutions? Finding solutions is nothing but intersection of two curves. Finding solutions is nothing but intersection of two curves. Rendu curves intersect aithe finding solutions anukuntam mem. You'll draw f of x, you'll draw g of x, you'll see for the number of points of intersection, that will be the number of solutions. Ippudu ila rasa kada, idigo idi y అని తీసుకొని from that you use minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. You use minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మీకు f inverse of x ఫంక్షన్ వస్తుంది. If this is your f of x, this becomes your f inverse of x. My logic or my observation is something like this. If this is your f of x, this function is becoming your f inverse of x. This is becoming your f inverse of x. Now ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నుండి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసేయండి. f of x and f inverse x. So if I want to find the number of, let's say if I want to find the number of solutions of f of x and f inverse of x, they will be intersecting on y is equal to x. అంటే ఈ f of x కి y is equal to x తో ఏదైతే పాయింట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ ఉంటుందో f of x అండ్ f inverse x కూడా అదే పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ గ్రాఫ్ నుండి అర్థం అవుతుంది కదా, ఇవి రెండు పాయింట్స్ అబ్సల్యూట్ గా సేమ్. సో దిస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ నౌ టు గెట్ ద నంబర్ డిస్టింక్ట్ రియల్ రూట్స్ అన్నారు. సో దెర్ హ్యాస్ టు బి 2 పాయింట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్. సింపుల్ గా ఏం చేయండి అంటే దిస్ ఇస్ x స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 2x ప్లస్ 1/16. రిమూవ్ దిస్ f inverse of x. ఎందుకంటే f of x y is equal to x రెండు ఎక్కడ ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయో చూడండి. You equate to x. Remove f inverse x and you put equate to x. ఇక్కడ discriminant is greater than almost or else you apply f inverse x is equal to x అని అప్లై చేయండి, లేకపోతే f of x is equal to x అని అప్లై చేయండి. What are the solutions? The solutions, if they are asking you what are the values of x for which that are equal, ఇవి రెండు ఈక్వల్ చేయండి, ఆటోమేటిక్గా సొల్యూషన్ వచ్చేస్తుంది, రైట్? So, but what I'm doing is that this is not required. Actually, this is a, and this is minus what you got. It has 1/16. ఇది వదిలేసేయండి, ఇలా వచ్చేసింది కదా. సో ఇది f of x and f inverse x కి సింప్లిఫై చేయండి. ఇప్పుడు f of x is equal to a ఇలానే తీసుకున్నాను because I gave you something like this. This is f of x. Sorry, I'm not transferring that. I gave you the question in the opposite manner. So this is what given. ఇప్పుడు f of x f inverse ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఇది తీసుకోండి, దీనికి డిస్క్రిమినెంట్ ఇస్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు చేస్తే మీకు వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి. సింపుల్ ఐడియా ఇస్ దట్, ఏమీ లేదు. అలా f of x f inverse x ఎప్పుడు ఇచ్చినా కూడా that will be symmetrical about y is equal to x. అవి నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ కావాలి అంటే ఒకటి f of x ఇంకోటి f inverse x అరేంజ్ చేస్తే ఆటోమేటిక్ గా ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ది ఐడియా. మోర్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ఆర్ మోర్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ గ్రాఫ్ విల్ స్టడీ ఇన్ ద చాప్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఫంక్షన్స్. ఇది చెప్పాలనిపించింది కాబట్టి చెప్పాను. I thought of not teaching you this today, but it has to be like a connectivity of all these things. Remember this, it may be helpful, and more on this we'll study in the chapter of functions. Don't discuss about this problem or forget about this problem as of now. Endukante chaala mandi confusing ga untundi problem. For so many students this will be like a confusing thing. So forget about this, no issue with that. Okay, hope this is clear, and no issue with that problem. I told you just the idea about that. Forget about this idea as of now. Just ఏంటంటే ఒక ఐడియా కోసం చెప్పాను అంతే. Okay, let's forget about this and let's go back to your logarithms. Let's go back to our logarithms. Please write down next. Properties of logarithms. Right. Next heading you put it as properties of logarithms. Properties of logarithms. Properties of logarithms. Please keep on writing. There's some writing part. Please keep on writing. Right on. Property number 1. We'll write and then I'll explain. First you write, then I'll explain. Property number 1 is assuming. I'll say that for all these properties, assuming all the quantities are defined. Assuming all the quantities I'll say assuming all the quantities are defined. And the quantities defined avutunnayi anukunnam. We'll assume all the quantities are defined, right? Property number 1 is something like this: log x to the base x. This will be equal to 1. Property number 1 is something like this: log x to the base x is equal to 1. Right? Property number 1 is this. How do you prove? Very simple. If I take log x to the base x, I told you logarithm is some number. Logarithm is some number. When raised upon the base, produces the argument. Logarithm is some number. When raised upon the base, produces the argument. And what you'll be getting is that you'll be getting x power lambda is equal to x. When bases are equal, you can compare these two things. So you'll be getting it as lambda is equal to 1. So from that, what is lambda? Lambda is this logarithmic value which is equal to 1. So log x, logarithm of x to the same base, that is equal to 1. I'm not bothered about x greater than 0 now, x less than 0. I'm not bothered about this now because I told you assuming all the quantities are defined. ఇది వెల్ డిఫైన్డ్ అయినప్పుడు ఈ ప్రాపర్టీ హోల్డ్ అవుతుంది. log x to the base x, this has to be equal to 1. Next, property number 2, log x log 1 to the base x. Property number 2, log 1 to the base x or log 1, this value will be 0. Again, how? Very simple. Log 1 to the base x, let's put it as lambda. Log 1 to the base x, let's put it as lambda. So again you have to get to convert to the exponential form. ఇప్పుడు log a to the base x, if this is equal to some log a to the base b, if this is equal to some lambda, if I'm writing b power lambda is equal to a, this is your exponential form. ఇది exponential form అంటారు. this is your logarithmic form. This is your logarithmic form, and this is your exponential form, right? So log x, log 1 to the base x. So what you'll be getting is that you'll be getting x power lambda will be 1. X power lambda 1 kavali annappudu, so this lambda has to be equal to 0. So అందుకని ఏం రాస్తున్నా అంటే log 1 to the base x is equal to 0. What I'm writing here is log 1 to the base x is equal to 0. This is property number 2. Please keep on writing. There are a few properties which are helpful in problem solving. Property number 3. Property number 3. A power log b to the base a. A power log b to the base a is b. Next is something like a power log a to the base b, log b to the base a. A power log b to the base a is b. How do you prove? Very simple. ఇది తీసుకుంటాను. A power log b to the base a, I'll take it as lambda. ఇది ఒక lambda అనుకుంటాను, right? So from this what I'll do is that this is an exponential form. A power something a form లో ఉంది, exponential form. A exponential form ni let's try to convert to your logarithmic form. So what you'll be getting is that you'll be getting log b to the base a is log lambda to the base a. ఇది ఒక ఎక్స్పోనెంట్ ఫామ్ నుండి లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ కి కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. as I'm converting to that logarithmic form, you'll be getting log b to the base a is log lambda to the base a. ఈ బేసెస్ ఈక్వల్. ఇప్పుడు ఇవి రెండింటిని కంపేర్ చేసుకోండి మీరు. You can compare these two things. So absolutely you'll be getting it as b is equal to lambda. So from that a power log b to the same base ఏదైతే తీసుకున్నారో ఆ బేస్ సేమ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు this will be your final answer, which will be equal to b. This is property number 3. All are very very simple బట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకంటే దీంట్లో కూడా కొన్ని ఎక్సెప్షనల్ కేసులు ఉంటాయి. మీకు కెమిస్ట్రీలో ఉన్నట్టు ఎక్సెప్షనల్ కేసులు ఉంటాయి. ఐ షో యూ దట్ ఎక్సెప్షనల్ కేసెస్ ఆల్సో, రైట్? సింపుల్, బట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ డిపెండ్స్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆన్ దిస్. ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ కి కంప్లీట్ గా దీని మీద డిపెండ్ అవుతుంటాయి. సో log a power log b to the base a is b. This is property number 3. Next, property number 4. Property number 4. If I say something like log ab to the base x, property number 4 is something like this. Log ab to the base x is log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. Log ab to the base x is log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. How do you prove? Very simple. Log a to the base x, I'll put it as let's say something like lambda 1. Log b to the base x, I'll put it as lambda 2. So exponential form ni logarithmic form ni inter convert chestu undali meeru. You have to always inter convert between your expo form and logarithmic form. So the point is something like this. So to write in the exponential form, so x power lambda 1, this has to be equal to a. Similarly, here you'll be getting x power lambda 2, that has to be equal to b. X power lambda 1 is a and x power lambda 2 is b. So try to get the value of ab. AB is something like x power lambda 1 plus lambda 2. X power lambda 1 into x power lambda 2 is AB. So now what you do is that this is the exponential form. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఒక ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ లో ఉంది. ఆ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ ని మళ్ళీ లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ లోకి మార్చండి. See, in problems what you have to do is that you have to frequently interconvert between these two things. You have to frequently interconvert between these two things. Expo form ని లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ లోకి మార్చాలి, లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ ని ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ లోకి మారుస్తూ రావాలి. In problems you have to frequently interconvert between these two things. That's very very important. Right? Hope this is clear. So now try to reverse into the logarithmic form. Appudu em vastundi? Log ab to the base x, this is lambda 1 plus lambda 2. This is lambda 1 plus lambda 2. And what is lambda 1 plus lambda 2? Lambda 1 plus lambda 2 is log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. And log ab to the base x product, this is called as product rule. This is called as product rule. And whenever such a thing is given, so this is a product rule, and that is whenever such a thing is given. Now to generalize this, if I write something like log a1 into a2 into a3 into so on up to an to the base x, log a1 into a2 into a3 into so on up to the base x, this will be log a1 to the base x plus log a2 to the base x plus so on up to log an to the base x. అంటే ఎన్ని ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఉంటే ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ ని సమ్ గా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయాలి. సో ఇన్ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లం సీక్వెన్స్ అండ్ సిరీస్ అక్కడ ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తుంటాయి. whenever you want whenever you want sum from a product, అంటే ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇచ్చారు, ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ నుండి మీకు సమ్ కావాలి అంటే ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి మీకు సమ్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఫ్రమ్ ప్రోడక్ట్ యూ వాంట్ ఎ సమ్. whenever you want a sum from a product, apply logarithms on both sides. రెండు సైడ్ లో logarithms అప్లై చేస్తే ఈ ప్రోడక్ట్ కాస్త సమ్ గా మారిపోతుంది. You can observe a product is converted to a sum. If you observe, that is the case. So this is the generalized rule of, this is called as product rule. This is called as product rule, which is a generalized rule of this one. Very simple. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. And there are some students అంటే వాళ్ళకి రాక కాదు, ఫాస్ట్నెస్ తో ఇలా చేస్తారు. సింపుల్ గా ఇలా ఇచ్చారు అనుకోండి, log of a plus b. If they give you something like log of a plus b to the base x, they will be writing it as log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. Fastly. Avoid such sort of mistakes. Avoid such sort of mistakes. Whenever there is a sum here, it cannot be written as sum. ఇక్కడ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు లాగరిథం వాల్యూస్ లో సమ్ రాస్తారు. అవాయిడ్ దిస్ మిస్టేక్. చాలా స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏంటంటే ఫాస్ట్నెస్ తో ఇలాంటి మిస్టేక్స్ కమిట్ చేస్తుంటారు. ట్రై అవాయిడింగ్ దట్. రైట్. నెక్స్ట్. Hope this is clear. So that is your product rule. This is called as product rule of this logarithm. So log ab to the base x is log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. The reason I'm elaborating all this is something. ఏంటంటే ప్రతిదీ లేయర్స్ వైజ్ లో నేర్చుకుందాం. We'll learn everything through layers. First layer, base. We'll dedicate more time to the base of that chapter. ఏ చాప్టర్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా బేసిక్స్ చాలా ఎక్కువ టైం చేద్దాం. So if all the basics are clear, constructing your ideas on that will be much more easier. ఈ బేసిక్స్ క్లియర్ గా లేనప్పుడు సార్ ఏంటి సార్ ఇది బోరింగ్ గా ఉంది క్లాస్, if basics are not good, if basics are not clear, if you are not stressing on the basics, automatically at some times that building will collapse. A base అనేది క్లియర్ గా ఉండాలి. సో దట్ ఇస్ ద రీజన్ అంటే మేము ఒక ఐఐటిఎన్ కి నిజంగా ఒక స్టూడెంట్ ఐఐటిఎన్ చేయాలి అంటే బేస్ అనేది కరెక్ట్ గా ఉండాలి. ఆ బేసిక్స్ కరెక్ట్ గా లేనప్పుడు యు కెనాట్ మేక్ ఎ స్టూడెంట్ టు గో టు ద హైయర్ లెవెల్స్. ఇఫ్ బేసిక్స్ ఆర్ గుడ్, automatically even if you give some assignment or even if you give some inputs regarding some problem, student himself with his IQ will construct the ideas, but not the other way around, right? So that is the reason we'll follow the same thing. First we will clear all the basics. Once if you feel that we have cleared all the basics, automatically we can see the higher levels of this. Okay, next. So this is property number 4. Now property number 5. Property number 5, I'll write something like this. Log a power n to the base x. Log a power n to the base x. This is n log a to the base x. This is called as power rule. This is called as the power rule of that logarithm. Log a power n to the base x is n log a to the base x. How do you prove? Very simple. Again, you take log a to the base x is equal to some lambda. Log a base x is some lambda అనుకుందాం. So what you'll be getting? You'll be getting it as convert. This is a logarithmic form, convert to the exponential form. Logarithmic form నుండి exponential form కి convert చేయండి. So what you'll be getting? You'll be getting a is x power lambda. A is something like x power lambda. Now what you do is that all we want is a power n. So take power n on both sides. So you'll be getting a power n. This is x power n lambda. A power n will be x power n lambda. So this is again in the exponential form. ఇది ఒక exponential form కి వచ్చింది. ఈ exponential form నుండి from this exponential form try to convert to the logarithmic form. ఈ exponential form నుండి logarithmic form కి convert చేయండి. Right? How? So I can write it as log a to a power n to the base x. This is n lambda. Right? So this is n into what is lambda, which we took. Lambda is log a to the base x. This is your property. So log x, log a power n to the base x. This is called as power rule. So this is n into log a to the base x. This is n times the log a to the base x. This is called as your power rule of the logarithm. Okay? So this is clear. This is property number 5. Next, property number 6. ఇవన్నీ జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. At the end of this, I'll be showing you some drawbacks of this one also. మీరు క్లియర్ గా వింటే అవే అర్థం అవుతాయి. Even if you know or don't know, try to listen clearly. Next, property number 6. If I write log a by b to the base x, This is called as divide. This is like quotient rule or division rule under division rule of this logarithm. There we have seen the product rule. This is the division rule of this logarithm, right? So this I'll write it as log a to the base x minus log b to the base x. How? Very simple. In log a to the base x, you take it as lambda 1, and log b to the base x, you take it as lambda 2. Simultaneously, you have to convert to exponential as well as this form. So exponential form ki convert change. Try to convert to the exponential form. What you'll be getting is that you'll be getting x power lambda 1, this is a. And here you'll be getting x power lambda 2, that will be equal to b. So similarly, what you do, all I want is a by b. A by b is something like x power lambda 1 by x power lambda 2, which is something like x power lambda 1 minus lambda 2. Now you got this part. This is already in the exponential form. But e part of exponential form only. Try to reconvert back to the logarithmic form. Exponential logarithm. Even interconvert chestune undali prati problem lo. Right? So if I do that, what you'll be getting is that you'll be getting lambda 1 minus lambda 2 here is log a by b to the base x. You'll be getting log a by b to the base x. So this is lambda 1 minus lambda 2. What is lambda 1? Lambda 1 is log a to the base x minus lambda 2 is log b to the base x. This is log of a by b to the base x. The division unte, it's like subtraction. When there is a product, it will be like addition. Product unte addition, subtraction unte, this is a division. Right? Next. Chetan, log 0 is undefined. I told you. Then the domain and a part chepkunam. Domain is all that set of values of x for which that logarithm is defined. Log 1 is defined. Log 1 is defined. Log 1 value is 0. Log 1 base x is 0. But I cannot write log 1 to the base 1. This cannot be equal to 1. Log 1 to the base 1 cannot be equal to 1. The reason log 1 to the base 1 cannot be equal to 1 is something like this, because this base cannot be 1. Yesterday we have discussed about that. In logarithm exist avali ante argument must be greater than 0, base must be greater than 0, and base must not be equal to 1. That base 1 unnapudi it define avadu. You cannot be taking that into consideration, right? Property number 5. Property number 5 is this part. Anurag, this is a power part. Whenever I am writing log x to the base of a power n, this is nothing but e power ni ila coefficient ka rastam. Whenever there is some power, that power will be written as the coefficient of this. You'll multiply that power to the logarithm like this. How? This is the proof. I'm taking this part, and from that x power lambda is a, and the exponential form ni logarithmic form ni interconvert chestu undali. Nothing more than that. I'm trying to interconvert between your exponential and logarithmic form. From that you are getting this part. Nothing new there, right? So that is the dividend rule, and base appudu 1 undakudu. And more about that base and everything we'll discuss. Ee properties ayipoyin tarvata I'll discuss few cases there. Listen. Until then, first let's finish off these properties. There are 10 or 11 properties. Let's discuss it. So that is property number 6. So let's see this property number 7 now. Property number 7, I'll write something like this. So base change. This is also called, you will write it as base changing theorem. You will term it as base changing theorem. Base changing theorem on top. How? Very simple. So if I write something like log a to the base b, if I write something like log a to the base b, this part is something like, I can write it as log a to the base x by log b to the base x for an arbitrary base. ఏదో ఒక కొత్త బేస్ తీసుకుందాం. So this log a base b, I can write it as log a to the base x by log b to the base x. అంటే ఏదో ఒక బేస్, any defined base. log 3 to the base 2 ఉంది. log 3 to the base 10 by log 2 to the base 10 అని రాయొచ్చు. For some arbitrarily defined base. For some arbitrarily defined base, you can write that into consideration. How? Very simple. The idea is very simple. Simple idea is this. You see, if I take log a base b is equal to lambda, proof is also very simple. If I take log a to the base b is lambda, ila lambda తీసుకున్నప్పుడు what you'll be getting? You'll be getting b power lambda is something like this. b power lambda is logarithmic form ni exponential form ki marchanu. Then what I'll do is that I'll apply logarithm on both sides. I'll try to apply logarithms on both sides with the base x. So I can write something like this: log b power lambda to the base x, applying logarithms on both sides. I'm just applying the logarithms on both sides. So you'll be getting it as log a to the base x. Log b power lambda to the base x is log a to the base x. Logarithms rendu side lo apply chestunnanu. So what you'll be getting, this is a power rule which you have studied yesterday. Just before that you have seen a power rule. So this can be written as something like this: lambda into, this can be written as lambda into, lambda comes here, lambda into log b to the base x. This is something like lambda into log b to the base x, which is log a to the base x. So finally what will be lambda now? Lambda is nothing but log a to the base x by log b to the base x. That is what they're asking you to prove. Lambda is log a to base b. Ante ila log a to the base b ichinappudu, whenever I'm giving you log a to the base b, this can be written as log a to some arbitrary base divided by log b to the arbitrary base. This is very very helpful in your problem solving. Chala helpful ga untundi problem solving lo. So simple ga one common case, frequent case will be this one. Whenever I gave you log a to the base b, this can be written as log a by log b. This can be written as, frequent case is this part. Chala frequent ga vaade case entante log a to the base b. Whenever I'm giving you log a to the base b, you can write it as log a by log b. Whenever I gave you log a to the base b, you can write it as log a by log b. Endukante ninna cheppanu, what I told you is that whenever they give you a logarithm without any base, at log x అని చెప్పారు. I told you yesterday, that is whenever they give you some logarithm without any base like this, and it has to be pre-understood that this is a common logarithm. It has to be pre-understood that this is a common logarithm with a base of 10. So this base is 10. ఇక్కడ ఏమి ఇవ్వకపోతే base 10 తీసుకోవాలి. Whenever nothing is given, you have to take that as base as 10. So from that you can observe log a to the base b, as per this rule ఏదో ఒక arbitrary base కి ఇది రాయొచ్చు. I can write with respect to some arbitrary base like this. So this log a base b, I can write it as log a to the base 10 by log b to the base 10. So that is nothing but your log a by log b. Log a base b frequent ga vaade case entante log a by log b అని వాడతారు. That is the frequently used case. That's the frequently used case, right? Hope this is property number 7, right? That is called as base changing theorem, which is very very important because you'll use very 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 frequently. Chala frequent ga vaadtaru adi. Okay? Next, property number 8. I can write it as log a to the base b is 1 by log b to the base a. I can write log a to the base b is 1 by log b to the base a. How? Very simple. ఇప్పుడు log a to the base b, I can use with respect to this logarithm by using base changing theorem, I can write it as log a to the base x by log b to the base x. By using base changing theorem, I can write it as log a to the base x by log b to the base x. If I can put x is equal to a అయింది అనుకోండి, ఈ బేస్ a అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి, I can take any arbitrary base, ఏదో ఒక arbitrary base తీసుకోవచ్చు, provided that is defined. A logarithm define అయిపోతే I can take any arbitrary base. So whenever such a thing is given, so I can write it as log a to the base b. This is log a to the base a divided by log b to the base a. So this is 1 by log a to the base a is 1 as per the property which we have studied, and this is 1 by log b to the base a. That is what they're asking you to prove. This is property number 8. This is absolutely property number 8, right? Next, property number 9. Please keep on writing all these things, because మీకు problem solving fast గా కావాలి అంటే you have to understand that. You have to understand it clearly if you want the problem solving more fastly. Next, last, log a to the base x power m. Log a to the base x power m. First ఏం చేశాను, I told you something like log a power n. I discussed about this. Log a power n to the base x. This is n log a to the base x. This is n log a to the base x. But instead of giving you the power here, I'm giving a power here. Base ki power ఇస్తున్నా నేను. Instead of giving the power to this argument, I'm giving the power to the base. What do? Very simple. So here again, this I'll write it as 1 by m into log a to the base x. This is 1 by m to the log a to the base x. How? Very simple. It can be understood simply. So what you do is that you take log a to the base x is something like this. Log a to the base x, you put it as lambda. Proof is something like this. You put log a to the base x as lambda. Base ki power istunanu ikkada, right? So then try to convert to the exponential form. A exponential form kavali ante chudandi. So this a will be x power lambda. A will be x power lambda. Simple ga em cheyandi ante so a power m will be x power something like m lambda. A power m is something like x power m lambda, and a power with m on both sides. So this is something like x power m whole power lambda. A power m is something like x power m whole power lambda, right? But this a power m, I'll write something like this. Now this is something like apply logarithms. For this, apply logarithms on both sides. Rendu side la logarithms apply cheyandi for this part. So what you'll be getting? You'll be getting it as log a power m log a power m log a power m. This will be something like, or else you can write ipudu ila rasam kada, instead of applying logarithms I'll write something like this. It is some constant k ankondi. So this is log a power m to the constant a, which is lambda. Ido oka exponential form. This is an exponential form. This exponential form, try to convert to the logarithmic form. ఈ exponential form నుండి logarithmic form కి convert చేయండి. So what you'll be getting? You'll be getting it as lambda will be log a power m to the base x power m. Lambda will be log a power m to the base x power m. Just exponential form నుండి logarithmic form కి మారుస్తున్నాను. So from that log a power m, already we have discussed this property. This can be written as m log a to the base of x power m. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? So from this you'll be getting log a to the base x power m. This is 1 by m into lambda. What is lambda? Lambda is log a to the base x. So this is 1 by m into log a to the base x. This is your property. This is 1 by m to the log a to the base x. That is your property. So my idea is this one. So let's extend on the same thing. ఈ ప్రాపర్టీని ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసి రాద్దాం. So if the base has power, ఇక్కడ చూద్దాం. Let's see. If I write something like this, let's extend this property. I'll make it as 10. If I write something like this, log a power n by x power m. If I write something like this, if this has a power, ఇప్పుడు a కి పవర్ ఉంటే, ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ కి పవర్ ఉంటే న్యూమరేటర్ లో రాస్తారు. If argument has a power, you will write in the numerator. If base has a power, you have to write in the denominator. Argument ki power unte em chesaru? That is what I told you. Like log a power n to the base x. This I wrote it as n log a to the base x. Similarly, if I write log a to the base of x power m, I wrote it as 1 by m log a to the base x. ఇక్కడ బేస్ కున్న పవర్ నేమో డినామినేటర్ లో రాస్తారు, ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ కున్న పవర్ ఏమో న్యూమరేటర్ లో రాస్తున్నాం. కంబైన్ దీస్ టు థింగ్స్, మిక్స్ దీస్ టు థింగ్స్. ఇఫ్ ఐ మిక్సింగ్ దీస్ టు రిజల్ట్స్, యుల్ బి గెటింగ్, ఇప్పుడు ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ కి పవర్ ఇచ్చాను, బేస్ కూడా పవర్ ఇచ్చాను. సో దిస్ విల్ బి సంథింగ్ లైక్ n by m into log a to the base x. ఇవి రెండు రిజల్ట్స్ ని మిక్స్ చేస్తే you are getting a new result, that is n by m log a to the base x. You are getting a new result, and that is arbitrary base means any random base. Abhishek, arbitrary meaning, that's an English meaning, which is any random base is called as arbitrary base. Okay, hope that is clear. So this is your idea. So ఇవి రెండు మిక్స్ చేస్తే ఇంకో ప్రాపర్టీ వచ్చింది, that is whenever this has a power, argument has a power, it will be written in the numerator. If the base has a power, it will be written in the denominator. It will be written in the denominator. This is your property number 10. Next property number let's say 11, which is very very important. Property number 11 is very important. This is interesting as well as important. Property number 11, I'll write it as a power log b to the base x. My property number 11 will be this one. This is important. A power log b to the base x is b power log a to the base x. A power log b to the base x is b power log a to the base x. It means that ఈ పవర్ ని ఈ పార్ట్ ని ఇవి రెండింటిని ఇంటర్చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ దీస్ టూ ఆర్ ఇంటర్చేంజింగ్ ద లాగరిథమిక్ వాల్యూ విల్ నాట్ చేంజ్. Idea is that if these two are interchanging, even then the logarithmic value will not change. How? Let's try to prove that. Let's try to prove this is the lost property here. Let's try to prove that. So I'll take a power log b to the base x. A power log b to the base x ni lambda ankodam. Let's take this is lambda. A power log b to the base x is lambda. If I take a power log b to the base x lambda, this is your expo form. This is an exponential form. Convert to the logarithmic form. What will be the logarithmic form of that? Logarithmic form will be log b to the base x. That is power. That is power, which is log lambda to the base a. Power, which is log lambda to the base a. ఇప్పుడు log b to the base a ని base changing theorem తో మేము ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పుకున్నాం. We have seen with the help of a base changing theorem a small statement. That is log b to the base x. I can write it as log b divided by log x. In log b to the base x ni log b by log x and raskochu. This part is something like this is log lambda by log a. Left side part is this part. Now what you do is that you interchange these two things. ఇది ఇక్కడ రాసేయండి, ఇది ఇక్కడ రాసేయండి. You interchange these two things. If I interchange these two things, what you'll be getting? You'll be getting log a by log x is log lambda by log b. I'm just interchanging these two things. Log a by log x is log lambda by log b. So now what you do? ఇప్పుడు ఇది రివర్స్ ఫామ్ లో రాసుకోండి. ఇది లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ లో log a by log x ని ఒక this is base 10, this is base 10. ఇవి రెండు కామన్ బేస్ ఉంటే ఇవి ఎలిమినేట్ చేయొచ్చు బేస్ చేంజింగ్ థీరం ప్రకారం. So this can be written as log a to the base x, which is log lambda to the base b. ఇది ఒక లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్. This is a logarithmic form. Now ఈ logarithmic form ని కన్వర్ట్ బ్యాక్ టు ది ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ రెండింటిని కన్వర్ట్ చేయడంలోనే ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఆర్ ద సొల్యూషన్ లైస్ ఇన్ ఓన్లీ ఇంటర్ కన్వర్టింగ్ బిట్వీన్ యువర్ లాగరిథమిక్ ఫామ్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్. సింపుల్ ఐడియా ఇస్ దిస్. సో ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ కి మార్చండి. సో వాట్ యు గెట్? యుల్ బి గెటింగ్ ఇట్ as b పవర్ దిస్ పవర్. ఇది ఒక పవర్ అనుకోండి. b పవర్ దిస్ వన్ is equal to this is lambda. So you'll be getting it as lambda is equal to b power of lambda is equal to b power of log a to the base x. చూడండి, lambda is log a to the log a power log b to the base x తీసుకున్నారు. మీకు వచ్చింది ఏంటంటే b power log a to the base x వచ్చింది. So this is the statement. For example, you will be seeing some question like this. Questions ఇలా చూస్తుంటారు. Find the value of, ఈ questions you will be seeing like this. Find the value of 3 power log 5 to the base 2, 3 power log 5 to the base 2 minus 5 power log 3 to the base 2. Questions ఇలా చూస్తుంటారు రఫ్ గా. In some simplification you'll get some statement like this. Find the value of 3 power log 5 to the base 2 minus 5 power log 3 to the base 2. Absolutely zero. ఎందుకంటే ఈ డైరెక్టివ్ ప్రాపర్టీ. You can interchange these two things. Keeping the base constant, this part constant, you can interchange these two things. That is straight away a property. Direct I mean answer zero and right. If properties అన్ని ఐడియా ఉంటేనే ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ చాలా ఫాస్ట్ గా అయిపోతుంది. Only if the properties, only if you can remember this properties well, then automatically your problem solving becomes faster. చాలా సింపుల్ టాపిక్ ఇది, ఏమీ లేదు ఈ టాపిక్ లో. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఇప్పటి వరకు కొందరు స్టూడెంట్స్ నేర్చుకోలేదు దాన్ని, బికాస్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఈవెన్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ యువర్ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్. ఫౌండేషన్ ఉంటే నేర్చుకొని ఉంటారు, లేదా లేదు. But still important, but scope of committing a mistake is high. చాలా ఈజీ టాపిక్, ఏమీ లేదు అంటే మనం సిల్లీగా చూస్తాం. లైక్ విల్ బి సీయింగ్ ఇట్ వెరీ సిల్లీ. విల్ బి సీయింగ్ వాట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ లాగరిథమ్, దేర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్. But still the scope of committing a mistake is very high. I will show you a difference. I'll show you a difference. Let's see. I'll try to teach you two cases here. Scope of committing a mistake is high. So let's try to, I'll try to show you two cases here. Rendu cases చూపిస్తాను నేను. Two cases. I want you just to discuss two cases. Don't write anything. Listen first. Don't write anything. Listen first. The reason I'm showing you the drawback of this one. అంటే ఈ ప్రాపర్టీస్ రాస్తున్నారు. ఈ ప్రాపర్టీస్ డ్రాబ్యాక్స్ చూపిస్తాను నేను. I'll try to discuss the drawbacks of these properties. Let's see. Listen carefully. ఎందుకంటే స్టూడెంట్స్ many times the students commit a mistake in this part. అంటే వాళ్ళకి ప్రాపర్టీస్ తెలియక కాదు, అన్ని తెలుసు. They know everything, but still they will be committing some mistake here. Reason, overlook చేయడం. అవి మిమ్మల్ని కాషియస్గా ఉండమని ఐఎమ్ టీచింగ్ యూ some cases here. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. For example, remember, now let's see, listen, జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. I gave you something like this. Solve. I gave you a question like this. Solve log of x into x minus 2 to the base 2 is 2. Solve log of x into x minus 2 to the base 2 is 2. ఇలాంటి ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చాను. What will be my solution? I'll write my solution. This log of x to the base of x minus 2, this can be written అంటే ఇప్పుడు log ab to the base x, there is given something like log ab to the base x. I gave you something like log ab to the base x. This I can write it as log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. I can write it as log a to the base x plus log b to the base x. ఇలా రాయొచ్చు. But still the point will be something like this. Listen. ఇలా problem ఇచ్చినప్పుడు what I'll do is that this is a logarithmic form. I'll try to convert back to the exponential form. ఇది ఒక logarithmic form. I have to interconvert between your logarithm as well as exponential form. So if I take this one, I'll simply write x into x minus 2 is equal to 2 square. Exponential form ki maruste ila vastund problem. So you'll be getting it as x square minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus root 5. X is equal to 1 plus or minus root 5. ఇప్పుడు స్టూడెంట్స్ తప్పు చేసేది చెప్తాను నేను. Where students will go wrong, I'll tell you that. Listen carefully. Instead of giving you the problem like this, problem ila ivvakunta, instead of giving you the problem like this, I'll give you a problem like this. Log x to the base 2 plus log x minus 2 to the base 2 is equal to 2. Find x. Same question ala ivvakunta question ila istanu. మనకు తెలిసిన ప్రాపర్టీ ఏంటి? log ab is log a plus log b. What is the property which you know? The property what we know is that we know log ab is nothing but log a plus log b. Product rule తెలుసు. Product sum గా మారిపోతుంది. Product rule is already known. So if whenever this is given, simply what I'll write? Log x to the base 2 plus log x minus to the base 2 is equal to 2. So log a plus log b అంటే log a base x plus log b base x. I can write it as log ab to the base x. స్టూడెంట్ డైరెక్ట్ గా ఈ ప్రాపర్టీ గుర్తుంటది, కానీ ఆ ప్రాపర్టీని ఎలా వాడాలో మర్చిపోతారు. సింప్లీ దే విల్ బి రైటింగ్ ఇట్ as log of x into x minus 2 to the base 2 this is equal to 2 ఇలా రాసేస్తారు. ఏం చేస్తారు? ఆన్సర్ ఫస్ట్ గా 1 plus or minus root 5 రాస్తారు. మళ్ళీ ఆన్సర్ ఇక్కడ again they will be writing 1 plus or minus root 5 as the answer like this. But so you got two values. One is x is equal to 1 plus root 5. One more is x is equal to 1 minus root 5. Here also you got two values. X is equal to 1 plus root 5. X is equal to 1 minus root 5. ఇందులో తప్పు ఏముంది చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు మై క్వశ్చన్ ఫర్ యూ, వాట్స్ ద మిస్టేక్? ఈ ప్రాబ్లం ఇలా చేశాను, సేమ్ వాల్యూస్ వచ్చింది. కెన్ యూ నోటీస్ some differences or some similarities between this thing? I give you two scenarios. మళ్ళీ మీకు 2 సినారియోస్ ఇచ్చాను. ఆ 2 సినారియోస్ నుండి మీ అబ్జర్వేషన్ చెప్పండి నాకు. ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నా నేను తప్పు చేశానా, కరెక్ట్ చేశానా, మీరేమనుకుంటారో దాన్ని చెప్పండి. ఇలా ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయినప్పుడే సబ్జెక్ట్ నేర్చుకుంటారు. The more you interact, the more you learn the subject. Right? Keep on telling your comments. ఇలా రాసాను, ఇదొక కేసు చూపెట్టాను, అదొక కేసు చూపెట్టాను. What is that you are observing between these two things? I want your responses, every one of your responses easily. I want your responses. Please keep on telling your responses. Same, okay. Same. Slight difference, okay. Both are same. Please keep on telling your responses. Deentlo emanna unda? Because this is where you learn. This is the point where you learn. Both are same. Anyone? I want some answer. Both are same. Same, difference. I can't find any difference. Okay. Very good. I got
44 responses. All the 44 responses are, they said, all are same. We cannot find any difference between these two things.
Listen, నేను ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్తాను. I'll tell a statement. Remember listen my statement. My statement is that I can talk to a human being. I cannot talk to a ghost. My statement is this. I can talk to a human being, but I cannot talk to a ghost. నా స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇది. ఒక దయ్యంతో మాట్లాడలేను, ఒక దయ్యమో భూతంతో మాట్లాడలేను, ఒక మనిషి ఉంటే మనిషితో మాట్లాడతాను. That is my statement. Why am I saying this statement now? Let's go back this. ఇప్పుడు మీకు 2 responses వచ్చాయి. Observe. I got 2 values here. X is equal to 1 plus root 5, x is equal to 1 minus root 5. మీకు ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ ఇచ్చారు. They gave you some equation. What we are doing? మనకు రూల్స్ తెలుసు, అన్ని తెలుసు లాగరిథం గురించి. I'm trying to find the solution for that equation directly. I know some equation. I'm trying to find the solution to that equation directly. But point is that మీరు solution కనుక్కుంటే, if you are trying to find that solution, for the existence of that solution, అంటే ఆ solution కి మీరు రాసిన అంటే ఈక్వేషన్ నుండి సొల్యూషన్ డిరైవ్ చేశారు. కానీ ఆ సొల్యూషన్ వల్ల ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవ్వాలి. For that solution, that equation has to exist. It should not be a hypothetical case. A hypothetical case అవ్వకూడదు. రీజన్ చూద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఇలా రాసాం, నా డిఫరెన్స్ ఇవి రెండు నేను సేమ్ కాదంట. I have to use with very cautiously I have to use this. ఎందుకు? Here this is right and these both are valid answers here. ఇవి రెండు valid answers అవుతాయి ఇక్కడ. But here I can say that this is not a valid answer. I'll say this is not a valid answer. You have to use very cautiously. ఎందుకు cautiously అంటే this is not a valid answer here. The reason this is not a valid answer is something like this. ఇప్పుడు x is equal to 1 plus root 5, 1 minus root 5. నిన్న domain of the logarithm గురించి మాట్లాడాం. We have talked about the domain of the logarithm. The domain of the logarithm will be something like this. Whenever this base or this argument must be greater than 0, base must be greater than 0, and base is not equal to 1. Only then the logarithm will be defined. Right? So first if I say something like x into x minus 2 is greater than 0, argument base is anyhow greater than 0, no issue with that. 0, 2, apply wavy curve, plus odd power, sign changes, odd power again at x is equal to 0, the sign changes, and x is less than 0, so your answer for this one will be minus infinity to 0 union 2 to infinity. Minus infinity to 0 union 2 to infinity, this is your answer. మనకు వచ్చిన ఆన్సర్ ఈక్వేషన్ ని సాల్వ్ చేస్తే మనకు ఆన్సర్స్ వచ్చాయి. If I'm solving equations, I got the answer. Whenever I'm solving the equation, I got the answer. So this answers whatever I'm writing, that answer should be present in the domain of that function. Domain ante enti? Domain is all that set of values of x for which that function is defined. Ante ఏదైతే సెట్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ కి ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవుతుందో ఆ సెట్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ని డొమైన్ అన్నాం మనం. దట్ విల్ బి కాల్డ్ as డొమైన్. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద సొల్యూషన్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్, సాల్వ్ చేసే సొల్యూషన్స్ వచ్చాయి, దట్ సొల్యూషన్స్ షుడ్ బి a part and parcel of this domain. డొమైన్ లో సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉండాలి, బికాస్ దట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఓన్లీ ఎట్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ వాల్యూస్. అదే డొమైన్ అంటున్నాం. ఆ డొమైన్ కున్న వాల్యూస్ కి ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఇఫ్ ద ఫంక్షన్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్, ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఎ గోస్ట్. I cannot talk to that. I don't know about the nature of that function. Similarly, you see here. Ipudu ila separate rasi, then I'm trying to write this. You observe. What is the domain here? The domain here is x is greater than 0 for this part, and for this x minus 2 is greater than 0. If rendu simultaneous are define avali ante, it will be intersection of these two values. It will be this and this. It will be this and this. So the final domain will be x is greater than 2. Common values తీసుకోవాలి రెండిటికి. A common values is x is greater than 2. ఇప్పుడు x is equal to 1 minus root 5. You got some solution. For this solution, this is not existing. ఇది ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవ్వదు. ఈ నెగటివ్ వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ x కి ఇది కూడా ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవ్వదు. You got a solution. But for this solution, this is becoming a ghost and this is becoming a ghost. They are not existing really. They are hypothetical. They are becoming hypothetical cases. So this cannot be the proper solution. ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడ వస్తుందంటే వాళ్ళు సింపుల్ గా ఎలా అడుగుతారంటే ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్తారు. కాన్సెప్చువల్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చేసి ఫైండ్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ అని ఇంటీజర్ ఆన్సర్ టైప్ అడుగుతారు. మనకేముంది, డైరెక్ట్ ఫార్ములా చేసాము, ఉంది ఫార్ములా రాసేసాము, వి రోట్ ది ఫార్ములా, ఫ్రమ్ దట్ వి గాట్ ది ఆన్సర్. బట్ వీ విల్ నాట్ బీ ఇన్ అ పొజిషన్ టు చెక్ ఇట్ వన్స్ అగైన్. చాలా స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇక్కడ మిస్టేక్స్ చేస్తారు. ఈజీ, బట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ కాషియస్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ అటెంటివ్. సో ఇవి రెండింటికి డిఫరెన్స్ ఇది. డొమైన్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ వాట్ we need to do is that if I am solving some equation, that value whatever is obtained, that value must be present in the domain of the function. And మీకు ఒక drawback చూపిస్తా ఇక్కడ. I'll try to show you a drawback here. So this is the difference between these two things. Now let's try to observe one more thing. Listen carefully, very very important. I'll write it as log mn to the base x. This I'll write it as log m to the base x plus log n to the base x. ఇలా రాస్తారు. ఇలా రాసినప్పుడు చాలా కాషియస్ గా ఉండాలి. అంటే చాలా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అయిపోతాయి. బట్ వెనెవర్ దీస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ as logarithmic equations. మీకు ఐఐటి పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ ఇన్ని ఈక్వేషన్ చాలా యూస్ అవుతాయి. స్టాండర్డ్ లాగరిథమ్స్ అడగరు వాళ్ళు, అన్లెస్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్ విచ్ ఐ గివ్ యూ టుమారో. ఇన్ 2018 అడ్వాన్స్ లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారు. డైరెక్ట్ గా ఏంటంటే మీకు చెప్పిన ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఆ ప్రాపర్టీస్ కరెక్ట్ గా గుర్తుంటే ప్రాబ్లం అయిపోతుంది. బేస్ చేంజింగ్ థీరం, పవర్ ని రాయడం. వన్స్ యూ రిమెంబర్ దిస్, యూ కెన్ గెట్ 4 మార్క్స్ ఇన్ జేఈ అడ్వాన్స్ 2018. రైట్? సో దీస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ as ఈక్వేషన్స్. ఆ ఈక్వేషన్స్ లో ఈ ప్రాపర్టీస్ వాడినప్పుడు చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలి. అంటే కొన్ని ఎక్సెప్షనల్ కేసెస్ టైప్ లో వస్తాయి. అంటే ఎక్సెప్షనల్ ఏం కాదు, అటెంటివ్ గా ఉండాలి మనం. వీ హావ్ టు బి వెరీ అటెంటివ్. లిసన్, వెనెవర్ ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ హియర్, ఇప్పుడు ఇలా రాసాను, లెట్స్ సే సమ్ ఏ బేస్ ఇస్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0. ఇప్పుడు ఇలా రాసినప్పుడు mn must be greater than 0. For the definition of that logarithm, mn must be greater than 0. When mn is greater than 0, this will be defined. And a base greater than 0 అయినప్పుడు, let's say for easiness I'll write it as base 10 రాద్దాం for easiness. If mn greater than 0, this will be defined. అంటే mn greater than 0 అయినప్పుడు this can be positive or this can be negative. ఇది పాజిటివ్ అవ్వచ్చు, నెగటివ్ అవ్వచ్చు, స్టిల్ ఇట్ విల్ బి గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0. దిస్ విల్ బి డిఫైన్డ్. బట్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, if I am writing something like this, ఇది పాజిటివ్ అయినప్పుడే వర్కౌట్ అవుతుంది. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఇలాంటి సొల్యూషన్ ఇచ్చి ఇలా ఇచ్చేసి మనం రాసాం ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సమ్ లాంబ్డా అని ఒక వాల్యూ ఇచ్చారు. దే గేవ్ యూ సమ్ లాంబ్డా వాల్యూ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దిస్. We are trying to solve this. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఇక్కడ mn నెగటివ్ అనే సొల్యూషన్ లూజ్ అయిపోతాం. We'll be trying to lose this solution. mn is negative. ఇది నెగటివ్ అయినప్పుడు కూడా ఇది వ్యాలిడ్ అవుతుంది. We'll be losing that solution if we keep on writing something like this. ఇలా రాస్తే ఈ సొల్యూషన్ లూజ్ అవుతాం. సో దానికి కొన్ని మోడిఫికేషన్ చేయాలి. ఈ మోడిఫికేషన్స్ ఏ బుక్ లో రాయరు. నో బుక్ విల్ రైట్. ఇలా ఈక్వేషన్ ఇస్తారు, ఆ ఈక్వేషన్ కింద ఏదో సొల్యూషన్ రాస్తారు, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ట్రాష్. సొల్యూషన్ రాస్తారు, స్టూడెంట్ హీ విల్ బీ ఇన్ అ డైలమా. ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు ఇలా రాస్తారు, నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం ఎందుకు అలా రాస్తారు, ఈ సొల్యూషన్ ఎందుకు తీసేశారు, ఆ సొల్యూషన్ ఎందుకు ఉంచారు, స్టూడెంట్ విల్ బీ ఇన్ ఏ లాట్ ఆఫ్ డైలమా. అది అవాయిడ్ చేయడానికి విల్ డిస్కస్ సమ్ మోర్ న్యూ కేసెస్ లైక్ దిస్ టుమారో. అంటే కొన్ని అటెంటివ్నెస్ కొంచెం ఉండాలి. అటెంటివ్నెస్ ఎలా ఉండాలో రేపు నేర్పిస్తాం మీకు. We'll solve some problems, and by that you'll get to understand, right? And today there may not be any physics class actually. Sir has gone out. ఒకవేళ ఉంటే ఆ క్లాస్ మేము ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తాము. ఒకవేళ if sir returns, we can inform that. Actually sir went on some work. Okay, there may not be any physics class today. If there will be a class, I'll inform you about that. For today, let's sign off this session now. Okay, thank you.
Okay.